Welcome back to Sonic and the Seven Fuck All. Anyway, I'm so tired of this game already, and we're not even halfway through.
So anyway,
that reminds me. Well, actually, there's a boss battle coming on, so I'll save it for later.
Basically, now we have the watering, so we can go and challenge the
never mind.
Djinn.
I forgot. There's still this level before it. Okay. Since we don't really have anything else to talk about in terms of this level, since it's just the basic sim stuff.
I do have something to talk about.
This is where this track comes from.
Go ahead, then, Jova.
For one thing, I like this track, but yeah, basically, this is one where you head towards the center, and you sort of have to maneuver stuff, and don't use speed break too much. Wow, so, okay, Pedro, I get it now. This is what it feels like when you watch Glib play Uncharted.
Yes, there you go. See, now you know how I feel.
Brandon constantly run into things.
Just know how to handle it like me, though. Scream on the inside and save it for just the really dumbass parts.
Whatever.
But anyway,
it will be worse if he was doing Last of Us, so I guess I'll take solace in that. Anyway, might as well get this out of the way right now. I was actually planning, so I can record them in 60 frames now that I have my Wii U modded on the Virtual Wii mode, not the Wii U mode, obviously, because that's a bit more difficult. I was thinking of doing the Game Gear Sonic games. Any particular ones that you'd rather do yourself, or shall I just? I mean, when it comes to Sonic 1, 2, and Chaos... Oh, sorry, it's a cutscene.
I didn't mean to leave you hanging earlier.
What about the Master System versions?
I was about to get to that, Dibs, but hold on.
Wait for the boss battle, Dibs.
Ring of water, bring forth the mighty storm.
So now that
that's a mighty storm. Just looks like a normal rain to me, but whatever.
Yeah, we here in the UK see this thing every week.
Yeah,
and all the more reason to why that's not that impressive.
Yeah, basically, Pedro, you missed it, but there was a hurricane before the rain came in.
Okay, all right then.
Alright, so Pedro, Master System.
Hold on, Dibs. I have to explain the boss. No, he's asking me to carry on what I was saying, but hold on. Let me first explain the boss, Dibs.
Okay, I'll say this. I love this boss scene.
Well, this is one of the better tracks in the game. I agree.
Who's gonna rock the place? And now that's how it started.
Alright, so this boss is actually kind of a subtle throwback to the final boss of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Well, fine, the final boss of the Death Egg Zone, to be more precise. Where you have to actually hit his fingers to bring him down. You might remember how you have to fight that giant robot, which also you have to hurt its fingers.
Yep.
Pedro, about the Master System version.
Oh wait, hold on, Dibs. I had a bit of trivia, actually.
Go ahead.
But yeah, like Pedro said, this is a throwback to the Sonic 3 and Knuckles final boss on Sonic's story. That's actually anything some of the storybook games do, is like they sort of do subtle references. Like, for instance, when you think back to it, since you guys have seen the ending of Sonic and the Black Knight, the fake King Arthur is actually a reference to Metal Sonic, since, you know, fake Sonic and that and whatnot. And also, the dragon in Sonic and the Black Knight is also a reference to Biohazard, the prototype from Sonic Adventure 2. It's a nice stick.
One thing I like about this, since...
That's funny. Okay, Stray?
Yeah, since I gave up on this game long before reaching this part. I have to say, it's nice to see a boss in a Sonic game that references another boss without it being a rehash.
Well, this one's in 3D unless you can do more with it.
It also kind of reminds me a bit of the I forgot its name. The giant the giant statue that we fight in Sonic Adventure 2. Which you also have to hit in the head.
That's another nice game gimmick.
And also, I agree with Dwyb's Master System version.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Hold on.
The Master System. Oh, that's right. There were two different handheld versions.
Question, Joe. Have you been? Oh, hold on. That's it.
That's all that's left of him.
It's kind of like you know what this means, right, Dwybs? This
Steven Universe is a Sonic ripoff.
God damn it! I was about to do something that was similar. Actually, I was not going to say a ripoff. What I was saying is, it turns out this robot was a gem. We killed it, and it reverted back into a gem. There you go.
Well, guys, think about it though. In Steven Universe, Empire City is New York City.
You're right.
No one had Empire City in 2008 before.
Oh yeah, that's
Steven
right.
Universe.
That ball is basically going to
Steven
explode.
Universe is ripping off Sonic more than Sonic is DBZ.
By the way, I love this logic here. Okay, so the ball is going to explode, and we have to make sure it explodes away from us. So what are we going to do? Let's race again. Let's race in the stage.
Well, basically, the logic is like, well, if it explodes inside the factory, there's no way we're going to escape that explosion. So they used to take it outside the factory and kick it out. Because let's be honest, a bomb exploding in, a place like this, not good. Speed break is really not the best place to be using that.
Anyway, Joe, a question. Have you been checking out Some Call Me Johnny's reviews of the handheld Sonic games that he's been doing in recent weeks?
No, I haven't yet.
Basically, as he put forth very well, the problem with Sonic 1, 2, and Chaos is that they were originally made as Master System games, and then the Game Gear versions are basically they took those games and they screen crunched them Sonic Genesis style into the Game Gear. So the definitive versions of those games are actually the Master System versions because you don't have to deal with the screen crunch.
There are little things that the Game Gear versions touch up.
That was only in Sonic 1 actually. Sonic 1
But I was gonna say that because of the whole lack of screen crunch, the Master Systems are the better versions to play.
Yeah, even Johnny said it like he recently started his playthrough of Sonic 1 8-bit on the Game Gear on Super Game Brothers. And he himself, this isn't even the version I would recommend. I would recommend the Master System version.
And because the Master System was doing miles better in Europe
and Brazil, don't forget Brazil.
Brazil.
Oh yeah, it still does well in Brazil.
She's right. The console is so beloved in Brazil that they're actually created development studios for making games for it. They're still making games for it in Brazil. It's amazing how successful that console is in Brazil. Anyway,
I was going to say we here in Europe and Brazil got the Master System versions of
America had to wait till the Wii Virtual Console versions.
Yeah, I didn't know about
which are the ones
the Master System, but I didn't know they were any different because I, like Johnny, played them, most of the Game Gear games through Mega Collection Plus and Gems Collection.
So basically I was planning on doing Sonic 1, 2, and Chaos 8-bit through the Wii Virtual Console versions, and those are pretty much the best versions, official ones out there.
What about Sonic Blast?
You can have that one, Jova, if you want.
Is that the one that was Dwybs, I think?
I guess I'll be handling Sonic Triple Trouble.
Sure.
Is Sonic Blast the one with Knuckles?
Yes.
I ain't having that.
Sonic Blast is the one with them.
You want to do Blast, Jova, as well?
3D sprite graphics.
Hey, Dwybs, I guess we'll give you Sonic Blast then, since I'm handling Sonic Triple Trouble.
Blast was awful.
Oh god.
By the way, what collection is Sonic Blast a part of?
Sonic Mania Collection Plus for the PS2. It's also a bonus in Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube.
Hey, I wouldn't mind because
another one of the 7 world rings.
There we go.
Another Chaos World Ring.
To be fair, the reference to the Chaos Emeralds is kind of obvious.
Rage? These rings must somehow seal in various emotions too.
Adamantium
Power
Rage!
of rage.
Makes sense.
Wait,
Sometimes
so they're like
the
the souls in Undertale?
Basically, there's a Mega Drive X-Men game called Wolverine Adamantium Rage.
Pedro, you want to handle that for the channel?
Yes, but much like Linkara, I'm gonna have to use cheats because that game is fucking impossible without them.
I love how even Spoonie actually gave up.
Yeah, and it's Spoonie. Like Spoonie, like it was really funny. His reaction, he was like, ooh, like he kept losing, and he was like, ooh, okay, you can use the fucking cheats. Anyway,
Anyway, so you're thinking about Sonic Blast?
Oh no, it wasn't about Sonic Blast. I mean, because someone has to do it, and because, well, with the Game Gear games,
fine, I'll
actually...
do it since nobody else wants to. I'll do it.
No, I think...
I'll do Sonic Blast. What are you gonna say, Shuri?
Ah, okay then.
Yeah, I was going to say that, you know, since the Game Gear games were just kind of casual fun to me when I first played them, I wouldn't mind taking on Sky Patrol.
All right, you get to
So-
Sky Patrol.
Although I won't play Tails Adventure because the whole Metroidvania kind of thing, I'm not very good at that.
Don't worry, I'll leave that to
someone
either
else
me or
want to?
Jova. You want to do Tales Adventure, Jova, or shall I?
I'll think
It's not a
about
bad
that.
game, in my opinion. I'm just not very good at that kind of
Sure,
thing.
sure, I understand.
I'll think about it, give it some thought. But in the meantime, are we also going to handle the Game Gear version since you know those games?
They're the same games, Jova. I mean, the only difference is in Sonic 1, they touched up the level design a bit, but it's not really... Aside from Sonic 1,
Okay.
they're the exact same games. The
Yeah,
method-
it's not worth covering both.
Okay. I'm just asking since, you know, the Game Gear versions are kind of the only versions I've really known because, you know...
Ah, okay. Well, yeah,
Master System wasn't
America.
that big over here. So
Yeah, I
just
know.
wondering.
Don't worry. The only... in fact, go check out some
Wait,
Coffee
hold on,
Johnny's
hold on,
reviews.
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was just
Yeah,
going to
they're
ask
pretty short, so...
are the differences between them and their Master System versions as drastic as the differences between Sonic 1 and...
they're very minor. Very minor.
Well, I meant like, you know, between Sonic 1 and Sonic Genesis.
Oh,
I think they have less changes.
Oh, so they still get the awesome music.
no. The only problem the Game Gear versions have is screen crunch. That's the only problem.
Oh, okay then.
And like
But,
I...
yeah,
and like I said, the only difference is that Sonic 1 Game Gear got touched up a bit in terms of the level design, but nothing that's really worth...
Basically, in one particular level, it does that whole thing where in a certain section, the bottom of the screen means death.
so let's see.
But
So,
that's
they-
really...
so as
they're
far
not
as
much-
so as far as handheld Sonic games go, I guess you're taking like Sonic 1 for the Master System and Sonic Chaos, Pedro.
Yes, and
So-
2 might as well, since I also have a Master System version of that.
Oh, goody! Are you gonna show off both endings of Sonic 2?
Of course.
One
Sonic
with-
2 on the Game Gear was way too hard.
Yeah. Well, that's because of the screen crunch, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I saw the quote widescreen version, which was the Master System version, I looked at the boss fights and I thought, like, these are actually passable in that version.
Yeah.
So who's taking Sonic Blast again?
Dwebs.
No,
Dwebs.
Really? How are you gonna do? Oh wait, Dweebs, do you have the Mega Collection?
I can get Mega Collection Plus.
Yeah, it's in
They're very cheap.
it's in that one, yes.
Goody, have fun, Dweebs.
And even
Control would
even
only be in a one-part
and
LP,
even-
because
and even-
that game is incredibly short.
and even then, the
Well,
Game Gear
sure.
is incredibly easy to emulate anyway.
Remember, Shiwa, knowing me, there'll probably be like 8 parts.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the-
Sky Patrol, like, if you look at LPs, is like a half an hour, 45-minute game.
Oh, I thought you were about Sonic Blast.
No.
And I guess I've got Sonic Triple Trouble.
Yes. Go ahead. Take that one.
I like the music in that game.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first 2 tracks in Sonic Triple Trouble because those are the only levels I can actually play through because I suck at Sonic games.
But anyway, there's a Sonic game on screen right now.
Oh yeah. This level is fine enough.
Oh, that's right. What about the Sonic Drift games?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Java, since you're the Mario Kart expert here.
Speed brakes! Watch out for the
Okay. Unless... Sure, do you want to have a hand at them?
Okay. I could do 2 since that's on Gems Collection.
Yeah,
Both on the Gems Collection.
Yeah, Gems.
Oh wait, never mind.
Gems Collection has.
Gems Collection is
the-
where I first played Sonic CD and Sonic R.
Ah, goody.
Oh, so hang on. So if you're playing Sonic CD from, wait, are you saying you're using the Gems Collection version to play?
No,
Sonic
I'm
CD?
using the Steam version, the definitive version.
Because
The version where you can swap the
Swap the
soundtrack on the fly.
soundtracks.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We need to
Because the
compile
funny
a
thing
list
about
to
the
say.
Gems Collection European version of Sonic CD is that it only has the US soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We have to someday compile a list of the tracks we'll be using for each level.
That's up to Shiro, not me.
Oh, can I make a request?
I don't know. I'll run it by you when we're done.
Can I make a request?
I'm definitely
Yes.
going to be requesting the American soundtrack for Title Tempest and the Japanese soundtrack for Stardust Speedway.
Can we have
Yeah.
the American? Can we have the American Wacky Workbench music?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh.
This is
It
not
would
gonna-
require a lot of editing, I think.
By the way, Shiro, do you
The
still
version
have?
of Wacky Workbench is so dull.
By the way, Shiro, just to ask, you still have those modded videos that have the original?
Yes, I haven't changed the settings since you taught me how to do it.
There's no settings involved. It's just replacing files.
No, I mean putting replacing the video files. I haven't moved them back.
Also, I guess for Quartz Quadrant, I'm not quite sure about that theme. What I do know is that I would love to have the Japanese boss theme playing during Quartz Quadrant. You know the one, boss. Mm-hmm. The one that makes... No, it's got the boss that makes you think...
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got the boss that makes you wonder, Eggman, did you really actually think this was gonna work against Sonic? A treadmill? Although it does give us one of the most funniest moments where he has a legit Wile Coyote in heaven's name, what am I doing here moment.
Well, it's not the silliest thing Eggman's ever invented. Remember, he made a slot machine thing where he installed parts that were intentionally made to screw him over.
Yeah.
The eyes in this
And he did the same thing back in Shadow the Hedgehog, where let's have a
Yeah.
Shadow Fever
That's
option for
exactly
some
what-
reason.
That's exactly what Wiz was talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Casino Night pinball stages.
Casino Night.
Shadow Fever!
Yeah.
Wait,
Let's help ourselves to some goodies.
huh, Casino Night.
Looks like some kind
Are we
of
talking about Sonic 2?
Yes.
Don't recall that.
We're talking about that little pinball segment that represents Casino Night in Sonic Generations.
Weird, I don't recall that boss really having slot machines that messed with Eggman. In fact, that was
We'll
a
talk about the boss, talk about the stage itself.
Well, just talk
You know
about
the slot machines.
That
If you
would-
get
Have you ever remember that
Yeah,
episode?
they do.
Hey, Shiro, look, the year you and I were born.
Remember that episode of Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog where Eggman had his own casino? I think it was episode
Well, he
6, I
does-
think.
Well, story-wise, he does own Casino Night Zone.
There you go.
That's where he probably gets a lot of the money for his
Which
funds.
only begs the question: why have an option for? Why not just fill the entire slot machines with just nothing but Eggman faces?
Because then he'd get arrested.
Oh, that's right, King Solomon.
So this is Sans and Papyrus's dad.
Sure.
Gaster?
Gas? Yeah, Wingding?
Huh.
What, is that an actual character?
Well, that...
No, he was an omitted character that the fandom has found quite a lot to do with.
Because he
Oh,
kind
I
of...
was making a joke, I didn't know that existed.
No. He was an omitted character.
Yeah, let's just say, though, he technically does still exist within the game. I mean, really exists within the game.
No problem.
It requires glitching.
Anyway, in that cutscene, King Solomon's like, "Oh, you want me to help you? Then go do this test for me.
He wants us to find his body, which has been scattered by Erazor Djinn.
First, 50 bones, 50 rings. Do my laundry."
Okay.
Weird, because I recall that event. I recall that, well, there's actually a mission available for you to try and find his bones.
No, that's what I'm doing right now. This is the mission where we have to find his bones.
Oh,
In Spyro, this is more fun.
Yeah.
it's weird because, yeah, I only thought that because I heard you say get 50 rings to my laundry bag.
No, I was referencing the like to parody the fact that everybody in this game sends Sonic on a fetch quest before they help them. One of the jokes in Roger's parody of this is the first 550 bones, 550 rings, do my laundry. Hey Genie girl, can you give me some help here? No, do it yourself, master.
Admittedly, though, in Sharla's case, again, it makes sense because she's a genie of the ring, which is actually a thing in the original Aladdin tale.
To quote, I think the ending of that particular parody perfectly sums up this game for me. You saved the world, hero. How can we ever thank you? How about giving me those free damn wishes you owe me, bitch? That's pretty much it.
Again, that's one case where Roger may have messed up because she's a genie of the ring.
He realizes that. It's just that he's just exaggerating for comedic purposes, really. It's not really meant to be a... I mean, because let's face it. I mean, Shara's kind of a shitty genie. I mean, when you really compare Shara to other genies in fiction, she's kind of a shitty genie.
Well, again, that's sort of the thing. See, the genie of the ring is basically a genie that can grant you unlimited wishes. The issue is that those wishes are kind of limited, mainly to just basic transportation.
Like I said, then what good are you,
and
bitch?
Sonic wishes for handkerchiefs.
I wish for it to be not as cold as it is now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
basically,
Dwibs.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's actually quite warm in Wales.
Yeah.
Oh, how lovely! In the middle of England, it's freaking freezing.
Yeah. Basically, to explain again, in the original Aladdin tale, there were actually two genies, one of the ring and one of the lamp. It was the one of the lamp that only granted you free wishes, but those wishes were nigh unstoppable. In fact, actually, the whole limitations on wishes was actually kind of a thing incorporated into the Disney tale. I'm guessing they were merging the Genie of the Ring and the one of the lamp into two characters. Because in the original tale, I don't think the one of the lamp had those limitations of, like, can't force love or whatnot. Like, it could literally grant you anything. Just gave you free. So, in regards here, it makes sense that Shara, compared to other genies, is not that great.
Yep. There we go.
Alright. What was that other thing I was going to talk about? Oh, by the way, nice slide there.
Thank you.
Ow.
So, you got a fire soul. Basically, fire souls are something to fill up your gauge, but of course Pedro doesn't need that because he's cheating, so he has his gauge always filled.
Not actually, fire souls are meant to unlock things in the secret book.
But they also help rise your gauge.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay then.
Okay, next switch.
Next.
So, what else was I gonna talk about? I had something else on my mind here.
This place is huge.
You
Indeed
said that
it is.
earlier, Cara.
So this is why they call it the Skeleton Dome.
We've run out of things to say already.
Pretty much.
No. I have something on the tip of my head, but I forgot. It had something to do with this game.
Something to do with this game.
So,
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually, Jojo.
I was kind of... Anyway, so yeah, Skeleton Dome. I have... this level, as I said earlier, is fine. This is the one that sort of has a lot more exploration to it than the other games.
Oh,
I mean than the other levels.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, you just looked at the chat?
Yeah, he posted it a while ago, but Darkstar's really keen to do Master System Sonic 1.
Is he now?
If he wants to, then...
Go ahead and do it then. Go ahead and do it then.
Darkstar, do you have the means to?
He has a Wii, so it shouldn't be hard.
Well, he doesn't really like to use emulators.
That's why I said he has a Wii. You can buy it on the Virtual Console. That's the only way for Americans to play it anyway.
Well, America first.
Well, he said that version's his favorite, so he obviously has access to it.
Wow, this place is huge.
I know. Sharla.
Yeah, this level is really drawn out.
Yeah, I know, Starry. I know the level is huge.
Basically you have to basically you have to constantly defeat these skeletons so you can get the bones, because apparently, okay, how the hell did these bones even get?
Erazor Djinn.
So I guess Pedro had to do a ton of work. A skeleton.
Twibs, you need to put a little more backbone into your humor.
You both go into the back of the class.
Well, actually, to be fair, those are references more so than bleeding friends.
Tira, the amount of effort it takes me to make these puns makes me have to work right down to the bone.
We'll go to the back of the class now.
Yes.
Alright, so we finished that level finally.
Look at this.
It's a
And we got a world ring.
one of the 7, I'm sure.
Well, of course it's one of the 7.
Oh,
like we haven't. Would it? I
Yeah,
mean, what makes you think it's even possible for it not to be one of the 7? We've never been established that there are other big
hold on.
rings.
The way the panel on the left was framed for a second there made it look like Sonic was wearing a wedding dress.
Or misfortune.
There are many such stories
Are
told.
you sure this is the one where you find his bones? I don't recall that one also getting in the world ring.
For instance, this ring seems
It
Dudes,
does.
if Adventures of...
desire.
Sorry.
It does. I mean, you've literally just seen it. So
Or maybe
If Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is anything to go by, Sonic is no stranger to wearing dresses.
Razor One.
either that, or I did this alternate version for the sake, this alternate mission for the sake of getting the White World Ring, which we're going to need in order to see the final ending.
Yeah, probably.
Probably that. It's been a bit of a while since I last recorded this, so I might get a few things wrong. Alright, hands off, I think. Oh, there you go.
there's
Find the
the
King's
one.
Bones. There you go then. Well, but we need to do that level anyway, because
Oh yeah.
Darkstar says he'll play that game on the Wii.
Alrighty then. That's settled.
Anyway, off we go to what exactly?
Find the King's Bones, Dwibs. You can. There are 5 of them because apparently, his skeleton is only comprised of 5 bones. Cartoon logic, I guess. Alrighty. Jova, say something. I'm out of things to say.
Oh. Okay then. Well, you know, Pedro, you could have tried to use Time Break to make it easier on yourself there, right?
I know, but I just couldn't be. I swear to you, Jova. At this point, I'm so sick of the game that I'm pretty much doing this on autopilot. I am so done with this game at this point that I'm just basically bumbling through it.
You're lost. But yeah, basically, this is the one where you have to find the King's bones. And for some reason, Pedro was trying to jump there. Okay, look, I get that some of the motion controls may be tough, but jumping is not motion control there.
No, I'm not, Job. I'm not saying that. I'm not blaming the controls.
He didn't say anything about that.
I didn't say you were blaming the controls. I'm just wondering, what was going through your head there when you were trying to jump?
Get me out of here.
Yes, there you go. See?
Get me out of here! Well, I tried to take this game off your hands. There's nothing more I can do. Except for when we eventually do a Generations playthrough of this.
Can I not be in that one? Because I ran out of things to say.
Wait.
I can't imagine what
Yeah,
it'd be
George.
like.
I was gonna say, we don't have anything to say now.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind for my Generations playthrough of Black Knight, where we actually did have plenty of stuff to say.
Yeah.
I think it's much better paced.
And and some of us have much better microphones at this point.
Yep. Well, actually, you know what? If I do a Generations playthrough of this, I'll just mainly show off, the main missions and whatnot. And also, to be fair, I'll probably pace them better because I know my way in and out through those controls, so I'll probably be able to speed through these well enough.
Goody.
Will we do a Generations of Ni no Kuni?
At this point, we might as well, because we have to re-record the first 10 parts.
I'll join in on that one.
Yeah, and since Dwarves is going to be on Inokuni too, and he's already
That's why I asked.
So I think at this point we're gonna do a
talked
whole
him.
remake of that playthrough.
Like I said
since,
before,
we kind of only.
like I said before, Dwarves. I think that you actually really enjoy that one. You like Harry Potter. You like, you like British humor. I'm pretty sure you're actually pretty fine with
Hey
that.
guys, I got a question.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you gonna do it generations of generations?
we haven't done generations.
We haven't done
yet.
generations at all.
It's gonna be a while before we do Ninokuni. At this point, we might as well we haven't even uploaded our actual playthrough yet, so we might as well just start over and ignore
There
it.
is.
Because
there is
don't
one
worry, we'll not do it right now or anything. It's gonna be a while, probably sometime after the second one comes out. Go ahead.
There is
Dave.
one
We've got a lot to do.
There's one thing I should ask.
Well,
What?
Go ahead.
At some point, I'm planning on doing a playthrough of Rogue Warrior for us.
Sure.
Shiro, do you want in on that one?
What is that one?
It's the one where they got Mickey Rourke to swear for 2 hours.
Okay.
nice.
Sounds like fun.
Doesn't sound
Basically-
quite as appetizing as Laura Bailey swearing like a sailor.
Basically, it's
Let me
about.
guess, because Laura Bailey.
Well, yeah. Do
Basically,
I really
Rogue
need
Warrior-
to explain that?
Read at the back of the box. Rogue Warrior is essentially the story about this real-life Navy SEAL who went around North Korea and Soviet Russia, causing destruction everywhere he went because his soldiers died and he was on missions and stuff. And he swears a lot.
Alright.
Well, hopefully they do something with that.
Jova, by doing something, you mean have like a 9/10 of his dialogue be swearing?
I meant in the game. Like, I hope that they actually, do something fun with the whole premise.
Jova, the game got piss poor reviews.
Moving on now. So basically, the spirits of the dead are being driven insane again because Erazor Djinn is hacking into the story like Joe Quesada here.
Ugh. Please, can we not talk about Joe Quesada? I can't stand that man.
Joe Quesada, Steve Ditko, Dan DiDio, take your pick.
I still have no idea how he's
Wait,
involved.
no, wait.
He was the
wait.
responsible for one more date, Wes. That's all you need to know.
Why am I saying Steve Ditko? I actually like him. Never mind. His name just rolls off the tongue so well.
Basically, just think of him as the Uwe Boll of comic books.
No. Even worse, because Uwe Ball, for as much as he may ruin a franchise's adaptation, he's just ruining an adaptation. Joe Quesada made the main canon bad.
Not to mention, Webs, he flat out used that comic book to insult the fans. As Linkara put it out very well in his review. It's anyway, cutscene. Basically, he's thankful, all of that. We are the legendary Blue Hedgehog, blah blah blah. All right, go and defeat the Erazor Djinn and fulfill the prophecy. Blah blah blah. All right.
Did you get all the previous world rings?
Yeah, I mean, I know. Again,
No. I'm intentionally missing one for the sake of showing off the bad ending.
For all the praise the fandom gives these storybook games for their story, so far I'm really not seeing it.
Well, I
then
do like
again,
the presentation of this game is fine enough, but I will agree that Black Knight's presentation is much better.
See, the main reason the fan base likes these games is because, well, for one thing, the fans of these games are people who adhere to the controls well enough. And also because, for the time it came out, this was actually a new, nice form of playing a Sonic game. And this was kind of around the time when Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06 had come out. And this, honestly, aside from wonky controls, is not
to mention,
game.
Dwebs, the story.
It's just a game with... Okay, I mean, honestly, at worst, this is a game that has controls that you have to learn to a T and has lousy pacing. Other than that, there's not really anything legitimately wrong about this game. Whereas other games like 06, well, you know the tale there.
Yeah. All right, we've drawn this long enough. See you for the next part, everybody.
See ya.